What happens when three buffoons give life advice, explore unrealistic situations, and give random topics more thought than they probably deserve? It's the Spitballers Podcast with Andy, Mike, and Jason.
Nice.
Oh, yeah! Welcome back, Mike! That's the way to go back!
Swish!
Swish indeed!
Welcome into the Spitballers. Very nice, Michael.
Were you practicing that? Were you at home, like, getting your trumpet out? And...
Unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah, it took hours.
Guys, I've been thinking about this thing for weeks.
I like the idea that you would practice the scat sounds with a trumpet. Like, it's always a trumpet that you get out and...
We got to start somewhere.
Welcome into the Spitballers, episode 312. We're back from a little bit of a break, the holidays, and Mike hasn't been on the show in a while, obviously practicing his scats.
That's where I was.
We have Would You Rather, What's the Difference, and we are drafting movie titles to describe a trip to the bathroom. I don't know if I've looked forward to a draft more than this one in a long, long time.
I mean, mine are all on the positive side. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah, yours is Braveheart.
Yeah, like roses and daisies.
Right.
No, this will be fun. We might even have time to go 5 rounds.
I mean, depending on how your lists are, I feel like I could go 50.
Depending on time, we could go 35 rounds.
So this will be good. You can follow us on X at SpitballersPod. Watch the show, youtube.com/Spitballers. Al Borland's in the house once again.
Yes, sir.
And we are going to get things going.
Would you rather?
Chris from the website, would you rather all of your blinks be 3 seconds long?
Ooh.
It's a long time.
Just tested it.
Or have 3 consecutive minutes every hour where your eyes randomly shut.
What? You can't. I mean,
You can't be. You would not be able to drive.
Yeah,
ever.
yeah.
You couldn't drive.
Your license is suspended indefinitely, revoked.
Could you slam on the auto drive when your eyes close? Like you quickly hit the.
That's not a bad idea, Andy.
Yeah, but then it's like, open your eyes, please.
Oh, just give me a minute.
You seem to not be looking at the road.
Oh, that's true. It does. The car monitors your eyes. It's not going to let you get away with that.
A 3-second, like
You can't drive with that either.
no.
Oh
'cause
yeah. You can.
Imagine your
No,
front,
you cannot.
Imagine your front windshield.
No, you can. This is Mr. Texting while driving over here.
Imagine the front windshield goes black for 3 seconds.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Like all the windows go black.
But you
for
can.
3 seconds.
So here's the thing.
You won. That's not doable.
No, that's not. It's not doable.
I think it's doable. But, oh man, I'm blinking so
If you're
much
cool
while I'm
with,
talking here. I'm thinking
over under 10 casualties caused by you every single
Oh,
year.
you're thinking you could choose your blink spots.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, while I'm driving, I'm gonna go. Okay, I'm good here and now. 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, go. And then I'm looking, and man, that feels impossible.
When is the last steering contest you've done? Because if it goes over 3 seconds, your eyes will go, oh, this is not good.
Wow, we blink way more than
You
I
blink
think.
a lot. Yeah.
Haven't you? Is this just the final excuse you need to have a permanent driver?
Oh yeah, it really.
He's
would.
like, I choose both.
I
just so we can hire a guy.
I think we're at a stage where we are close enough to autonomous cars where I will never hire a personal driver, but I want to. It would be so great. And also, I'm close enough in the stage of life where I will have drivers for me as my kids get old enough.
If they're the exact same cost, right? Or let's just call them both free.
Yeah. Oh, autonomous cars, way better.
You would choose the autonomous car versus the driver?
100%.
There's not. I mean, you get a little bit more. I mean, you do less with the driver.
You do.
You don't have to program.
A little
you don't have
less.
to plug in an address.
I mean, I still got to tell them where
talk,
we're going,
yeah.
and that's the problem.
No,
is the
but
talking.
parking and pickups, autonomous cars are not going to be as versatile in like they take you to a ball game. Well, the driver can just pick you up right out front. Your autonomous car, you got to park it.
The pickup is a good counter argument.
Yeah.
The pickup, because I don't think we're
If
gonna
it's
Batman.
autonomous, it can do that. It
no,
can come get you.
I mean we're talking like, wait, it's gonna drop you off and it's gonna go find a parking garage.
How
It's supposed to. That is what it's supposed to do.
But if it's the whole point is you don't have to drive it. It can do that too.
In a brief is this real life moment here for the show, literally yesterday, an autonomous car here in Phoenix who was taking a person to the airport for a drop off, because we have Waymo autonomous vehicles in Phoenix, was dropping off a patron to the to get on a flight, and it got stuck driving in a perfect circle,
a very tight circle,
a very, very tight loop, and wouldn't stop. And this driver has video inside the car calling support, and he's like, I'm getting dizzy. It's going around and around and around, and it's just not stopping.
I'm going to be honest. I watched that video, and I don't get motion sickness. I could play VR. I can go on roller coasters. I could barely watch that video, and I wasn't in the car. I was like, this is too much.
It reminded me a little bit of that video of the emergency pickup on the mountain with the helicopter.
Oh no! That was also in Phoenix.
Oh, the lady who's strapped to the board.
A board, and she gets raised towards the helicopter.
She gets turned into a helicopter.
And then the wind starts blowing, and I'm telling you,
I think they strapped the actual safety cords to the propellers.
This person is as close to going back in time as a person can be. She was spinning at a rate that I'm so surprised she's alive.
I don't know that she is, which is
No, you're passed out, man.
You're passed.
Oh,
she was in serious trouble.
Yeah,
I knew
she was preparing to be astronauts don't go through what she went through.
No one. I think no one in the history of the planet has ever gone through. She was already.
But she's knocked out.
She was pre-injured. No. Seriously, like I knew a nurse who was with that patient.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
you have boots on the ground.
I have boots on the ground. It was not a good like. It made me where I. I've seen that video after knowing this, and it was a really, really bad situation. This was
dire.
This was dire.
Yeah,
and
because she was very hurt before it began.
That was what makes it so ironically awful. It's like a sketch comedy thing where it's like the Scott Sterling where this dude is already messed up and you keep hitting him in the head. And so I know that this was a serious situation. This is not to be joked about. It is not funny.
She's fine,
and
though?
I don't know that she recovered or not. I hope she did. I hope she's great.
Yes,
but
no,
after knowing this,
it's coming in right now, Jay. She's perfectly
Oh,
fine.
fantastic! Because that video's hysterical.
I just heard everything turned out A-okay. She's aces.
That's wonderful, man.
She spun 175 times.
In a minute. I mean, it was like washing machines have nothing.
I have an update on the story.
Oh, tell me
she's
it's
good.
real.
No, she's good.
Phoenix City Council approved settlement for woman who spun during botched helicopter mountain rescue.
Tell me it's $10 billion.
She had tripped along the trail, became disoriented, needed help back down. She was in her 70s.
Oh, my gosh.
And she started to spin, going faster and faster and faster.
To the speed of light.
Settlement approved up to $450,000.
Not enough.
The suit was for $2 million. And
it's tough. It's tough.
She is okay.
She fell down and got
She
hurt.
is okay?
Yeah.
Oh, then
I told you.
In that case,
got the
everyone
report.
go watch this video because
there-
it is the funniest thing you've ever seen.
Oh, man.
It's impossible what happened. In real life, it's impossible what happened.
74-year-old woman.
It keeps getting worse.
Yeah, man. They botched that.
Falcon, are you aware of this video?
Yeah.
Okay, darn. I just wanted to know if there was anyone in this room who had not yet seen it.
Video of the helicopter rescue has been viewed millions of times online.
Because it's amazing.
She suffered swelling.
It's a rescue. These are rescuers who are coming up and being like.
This is like when you're carrying somebody off on the stretcher and you trip and
and
roll them down a hill.
It's the equivalent of an ambulance driving off a cliff. Like, let me get you. I got you. Let's go. Woo!
She suffered swelling and bruising all over her body during the botched rescue
Yeah, that's because
attempt.
her intestines went to her feet.
She also claimed she suffered from pain, discomfort, and anxiety.
That's not a claim.
Yeah.
I watched the video. If you're going to suffer from that just watching.
How long does it take to accept that what's happening is happening when you are spinning?
You have to pass out. There's no way that she stayed conscious the whole time.
You can't. If you just watch the.
She spun more than 200 times.
Like spinning that fast. I mean, what are the G-forces on her body? Because
a million billion.
Watch
no, that is
just
correct.
Watch
million
the
billion.
astronauts or the fighter pilots doing the maximum G, and their face is just
Oh yeah,
completely sunk
I'm
into their head,
surprised
and
she
they go
wasn't
10 seconds, and they're like,
wasn't
okay.
liquefied because the gravitational pull of that.
It can only be this funny because she's fine.
Yes, that's why
but
I was.
she should be dead.
There was a time where I wasn't sure that she had.
Oh,
made
she's
it.
perfectly fine.
That is great.
Don't
news.
worry about it.
Anyway, so autonomous vehicles, right?
We're back.
The blinking autonomous vehicles blinking 3 seconds.
I do have a question about that, Jay.
Okay.
Similar thread of questioning. It's like, it's the same price. Same price, free, whatever you want to call it. Autonomous vehicle,
Mm-hmm.
or you have an autonomous vehicle, but a guy just sits in the front seat.
No, I want the privacy. I want to be able to make a phone call and not feel like I'm being listened to. I don't want to.
So you wouldn't
Have
take
to
a man in a
communicate.
tuxedo who has to sit in that seat.
If it was a completely soundproof box that he still had to sit in, like he had to sit there,
You would prefer the
limo.
oversight.
I would just not oversight. He doesn't even have a steering wheel. I just want.
it's gone. That's
Mike
what I
said
mean.
he's in a tuxedo, so that kind of sucked me in. That was kind of devious of you. You knew where you were going with that, but a man in a tuxedo, that'd be pretty cool.
I mean, the driver,
he could open my door at least.
like, is this an autonomous car, like a compact, or is this an autonomous limousine?
No,
Because if you have a driver,
it's not a compact,
like
it's
I
a
feel like
full-size.
you would appreciate feeling important.
Yeah, well, for sure, I would take. I mean, if you're telling me I get to choose between like a compact car or a limo, I mean, okay.
You'd rather have the limo with the person than the autonomous
Yes.
compact.
Yes, there I would. I'm far enough away from him. I would sit in the very back, and he would have to walk back and open the door, of course.
Yeah.
how did limos start? Honestly, of like, was it like
Had to be.
It was privacy.
I need to be further away from that driver.
I think it had to just start with like bigger is better.
Space, and the fact that you sit in the round.
Or
and you
was
have
it
all
like
that.
we needed a board meeting on the road so we can't
No,
all
that's-
fit?
I bet that's part of it.
I'm curious. That's actually a legitimate. Like there was someone who made
it's
the
weird.
first limo.
Yeah.
He cut a car in half, which is how you make a limo. They don't manufacture limousines. No, really. Am I wrong about that?
I
Yeah,
don't- this
yeah,
was
at this
news-
point,
I was-
maybe in the beginning you were right.
I was thrilled to hear about that.
But I'm pretty
I
sure
don't
that
know.
there's not like the limo companies out there aren't like, all right, I need twice as many of those as you think I need, and I want you to slice that thing in half, and we're gonna get the welders out here. Like they're
No, but, I mean,
manufacturing limousines now.
I guess
I think we can do this.
my point is like, I'm okay. I'm gonna say this like it's a fact. Okay.
Okay.
A Cadillac Escalade, the Cadillac does not manufacture limousines. So they're going to make this and I've seen stretch Escalades and
Stretch Hummers.
and stretch
yeah.
Hummers. The Hummer is not making a stretch
This
Hummer.
is a strong argument.
So you're going to have to take that Hummer and you're going to have to turn it into a stretch Hummer, and the only way you do that is you separate the front from the back, you push stuff in between. How can I be wrong about this?
because there's thousands and thousands of them on the road.
Yeah, but they're made
Like
very slowly.
if you tell me that there's a Lamborghini limousine and it's one of one, then yes, that's how they make them. But if you're talking about
Lamborghini.
like literally manufacturing, like limousine companies exist, like that's a thing.
Yeah, but you need you need a plant though. You need the manufacturing plant, and everything has
Man,
its molds.
I could be wrong. There could just be a lot of.
Jason has persuaded me onto this
Thank
side of
you.
stupidity.
So you
Thank
take
you.
so you take a car, you cut it in half, you grab like a little section of an airplane, you jam that in the middle.
All right, according to AI Overview, and we know
Oh,
no,
yeah.
no.
Oh, yeah.
Look, I'm just saying the AI overlords, they're always right.
Yeah.
A stretch Hummer is made by taking a standard Hummer vehicle, cutting it in half, then welding custom-built extension piece between the two halves to lengthen the wheelbase,
That sounds right.
essentially stretching the car. This is followed by reinforcing the chassis to handle blah, 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 blah. I'm right.
Chassis.
Yeah.
Chassis?
Yeah.
brother.
That's not spelled chassis. That's spelled chassis. Okay.
I know
back,
what-
baby! Yeah, welcome to the Spitballers.
I know
Gonna
what
be
I
a good
learned.
year. Yeah, I know. No,
You're
I already
welcome
wrote
to
it down. I wrote
Yeah.
my learn chassis is
Chassis.
chassis.
Yeah.
That's dumb. That's
Dude.
a dumb.
Look,
it's-
you know Mike's gonna be on your side on that one with the English
Oh
language.
yeah, for sure. Don't look up corporal. You're gonna have a bad time.
Okay, the blinks or the eyes shut. I'll take
There was a question here?
I'll take the blinks, and I will not be driving.
Well, they're all blinks.
Well, no,
but-
wait.
The
No.
3
No, I'll
minute
take
or-
the 3 minutes. Sorry,
Okay.
I'll take the 3 minutes
Okay.
so I can blink
Random.
normally, and it's random, and it's going to suck. And there
I-
are going to be situations beyond driving that this is going to be a nightmare. Like, I don't know, walking in public.
Yeah.
Well,
like
but
you're-
at least there you can
You can just stop.
If you're in the middle of a crosswalk.
You're going to see so many people just stopped,
You know what?
not moving.
I imagine.
You're
I
in a
imagine
line to a concert. You're on the way in.
oh, you got to have your friend in front, and you
Yeah.
hold
Yeah.
on to him. Also, I'm sprinting every crosswalk I got. I'm looking left,
Oh,
right,
you're
left,
sprinting?
run! Because you don't want to, just, although, man, if you're
Yeah.
in the middle of a sprint
Oh, you're eating
and
it.
you're
Do you pull
You're
out?
never running again?
Do you for the 3 minutes? Do you pull out a pair of glasses like sunglasses and a quick snap cane?
oh, that's a
just
good idea.
for your 3 minutes,
so that people know I cannot see you right now.
right?
Or at least just the glasses with the big eye
The
covers.
old people glasses, old people sunglasses.
Oh man, she
Okay.
was spinning so many times. Sawyer from the website. Would you rather get an extra child-free hour in the morning or an extra child-free hour in the evening? This question is like, are you a morning or an evening person?
Yeah.
I don't think it is because I'm an evening person. I'm a night person. A night owl. I prefer that. I hate mornings. Don't consider myself a morning person. I'm easily taking the extra
Are there
child-free
day
hour
owls?
in the morning. That's a great question.
Because are we just saying the same thing?
Oh, you're saying a night.
Yeah, you're like,
Yeah.
an owl is a nocturnal animal.
Right.
And you're like, it's a night owl. Well, yeah, it's an
owl.
It operates
Somebody at
during
one
the
point
night.
goes, you know what? I'm just kind of like an owl, and they didn't know what they meant.
Oh.
And then they go, yeah, I'm like a night owl. Like an owl's out at night. Do I have to explain it to you? Fine, I'll call it a night owl.
Do
we have day owls?
We have day owls. Yes.
What?
According to
No.
our AI overlords.
No.
Yes.
We
some
do not. They're
owls
nocturnal. I was
are
taught
not
this
nocturnal.
in elementary.
Diurnal owls. I mean, I'm probably saying the word wrong. It's
No,
chassis.
I bet it's correct.
Look, if diurnal?
Diurnal. Diurnal. Diurnal.
That's what happens when you die in the men's
Yeah,
bathroom.
look, we all can't get sleep when we got that problem. So I'm a day owl. If I
You-
get up in the morning, I'm a morning owl.
I think maybe you are.
Why am I an owl at all?
I think you're a crepuscular
no,
owl.
I am an early bird.
Yeah, that's a crepuscular
So
owl.
then to say night owl, to me, is like, okay, most owls are actually day owls.
no, most owls,
no.
most owls are nocturnal.
Yeah.
But I'm saying to say, when we use the phrase night owl, that sounds like that means that, oh, no, the night owl is actually uncommon.
It's just
Because
it's
a
just
regular owl is not a day owl.
I'm-
It's just an owl.
I'm definitely the 90% owl is what you're saying.
I don't.
You know,
it's
there's
all
only
very
one
confusing.
authority on
Well,
this.
no,
yeah,
I
that's
actually,
true.
Yeah,
Al
owl.
Borland, are you a night owl?
No,
Okay.
Okay.
I'm an owl.
Okay, no. let me.
just a regular.
I'm just a regular. No, but you're a daytime guy, so you're a diurnal owl. Or if you're a morning person, you're a crepuscular owl. Is what I've learned.
If you have Chipotle, you're both of those.
Yo, you're,
oh, for
you have
sure.
a diurnal
Spooky
crap.
But Mike is right in the sense that we don't ever talk about yellow tigers. You ever heard someone talk about a yellow tiger?
No.
You talk about white tigers.
Wait, what's a yellow tiger?
It's just a tiger.
Exactly.
No,
but
I think you mean
yellow,
orange.
Orange?
I knew.
Okay.
I knew where you were going, Jay.
We never talk about blue tigers.
but he's saying. But we talk about a white.
You
tiger.
talk about white tigers.
A
You
white tiger
specify
is
white because
rare.
it's the rare one.
Yes.
Right.
The other ones are
You don't
just-
say an orange tiger.
Correct.
You just say a tiger.
Right, because the tiger's orange.
Is so not yellow though, right? Like,
Not yellow.
yellow tiger.
What is
Let me see
happening?
what the yellow tigers aren't a thing. That's just stupid.
What colors do you know? Like metals, you know metals. Do you know colors?
Colors are much more difficult
Okay,
for me. Fuchsia, what's that? You know?
I've always wondered if like oh gosh, I'm gonna rabbit hole this thing. But I've always wondered, like, because nobody can see through somebody else's eyes.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
yes,
Oh, yeah.
I
We've
have
all
all
thought
those
this.
thoughts.
Like
Yeah.
my green could be your blue.
Yes.
It could.
It could.
it
There's
could.
no
it really
way
could
to
be.
know.
So long as we are both.
Calling the same thing.
Well, no, because if we're both calling it blue,
But then
But to you,
it's objectively.
but when you're
It is. But it is blue.
when you're growing up though, and your parents say, "Look at that blue ball on
Oh,
the
they
ground."
teach you that green is blue, and so you
No, they-
believe.
no,
but
But
whatever.
They're just saying, "Look at the blue ball," and in your eyes, through your eyes, that might be pink. But you would only call it blue because it's blue by
Right.
teaching. You only call it that by the word you use to associate with it.
Interesting.
Yeah. So, like,
Whoa.
You've never been through this one? Oh, yeah.
Like, theoretically, the whole world could be completely different than the way you see it, and you would never be able to know. No one has ever, unless AI knows it already. And maybe, there's no way for us to see through other eyes, right?
I mean, the closest you can,
Other than, like,
the closest you go is like people who are colorblind, and then they get the glasses, and they're like, "That's blue."
Would you like to know what
are
our
you
AI
talking-
overlords
Oh my
think?
goodness.
The nature of color is a combination of objective and subjective
There you go.
factors. Okay,
Yeah.
so I don't know what it means.
What's not subjective is the reality that tigers are not yellow.
Okay, that's fair.
Even if
So
your
you-
yellow is different
I
than
typed
mine, they are
yellow
not
tiger and I saw a picture of a yellow tiger, and you know that's photoshopped. It looks so stupid. Tigers are like not close. They're
No,
just
they're
pure,
really super orange.
It's like if you were like, what is the most orange thing? You'd be like a tiger. That would be correct.
Yes.
I didn't realize that.
Why are you choosing the child-free morning versus evening when you're a night owl? Like, you just want the peace of and quiet in the morning?
There is routine that can happen in the morning that can't happen later. Like, I've started working out, getting healthy, whatever, and it's like if I tried to do that after work, if I've done this before, where it's like I'm going to try to work out Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I'll get home from work. You get home from work and there's
You're
distractions
tired.
and there's things going on, or there's tired, or this kid's got to be there, and then everything gets in the way. But I've found that even though I'm not a morning person, I don't like waking up early. When you wake up and have a routine, you can actually stick to it.
I've got an incredible thing to tell you right now. You are a morning person.
I'm becoming a morning
You
person.
just described why people are morning people, which
Jason,
is
this is your.
you are.
You're gonna
Oh,
You
have to
just
reevaluate
you
a
realize you
lot.
just described.
Dude, I've been trying to get to bed earlier and earlier.
Yeah.
I'm so sick of staying up too late.
yeah.
Oh, no.
You're becoming a morning person.
Oh,
you just
crap.
said you'd want peace and quiet in the morning to do stuff. That's what morning people want.
It's so nice, man.
Yeah.
When you get those
welcome in.
times. Dude, am I welcome? Am I allowed
Come
here?
on in, send me a
I'm a morning person. I just declared
send me a
it.
text anytime you want in the morning.
Dude, I'm up. I'm up 6
Yeah.
a.m. Let's go, baby.
Let's go.
I love to imagine Jason at night, and it's like 9:30 p.m. and he's just forcing himself to stay awake. So, this is who I am.
Yeah.
I'm a night person.
Give me a drink.
I just want to stay
Oh,
up.
man, no.
You are.
I am a morning person.
Wow.
Oh, I guess I didn't. I guess you
I
can
got-
have chassis, Mike.
I got worse news for you, Jason.
Uh-oh.
That means you're old.
Honestly, when
yeah,
he was
I've been
saying
old
it,
for so
when he
long.
was saying it, and I was like, okay, I am trying to get to bed earlier. I'm trying to have, my sleep cycle
Yep,
be better.
yeah,
And,
yeah.
and I was like, that was the only thought that went through my head. Is like, I'm just old. That's
Yes.
all this is just I've gotten
Yeah.
old to the point where it's like I want to go to bed earlier and wake up earlier.
Time converts, I think, most people into morning people eventually.
This is why your dinners are they moving forward?
No, man. No, I
Are
had
you
an
eat-
8
are you
p.m.
eating-
dinner last
Okay,
night
okay,
out.
okay.
So I'm
That's
still
night
I'm still
owl
young
stuff.
enough.
That's
okay.
the next.
That's the next generation's
achievement.
5 p.m. dinners.
Yeah, get them moved up. Mike, are you morning? I'd rather have the morning. Like when my kids are on winter break, summer
Right.
break, they're all at the age where they don't try to get up. They want to sleep as long as humanly possible. So I just got off of 3 weeks of no kids in the morning.
Oh, it's been awesome.
It's spectacular.
If I could do,
It's so quiet.
if it can be morning, and this is when they're getting ready and going to school, and I just have to be like,
You could just delete
I-
that.
I'm not a part of this anymore. Then I'm going to take that.
Yeah.
If I can't do that, then I'll go in the evening.
Okay. Well, that was one fun Would You Rather. We'll take a break. We'll get into what's the difference.
What's the difference between me and you? Me and you.
Chassis. What's the difference between a chassis and chassis?
What is the difference between trash, garbage, and rubbish? Trash, garbage, and rubbish. This is a good one. I feel like. I mean, rubbish is not. We don't use that word.
Yeah, I was
It's
going to say,
to
is it very
describe-
Very
English-
European.
English trash?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like people use the word rubbish more versatilely. Like that thought's rubbish. That idea's
Oh, I
rubbish.
use garbage like that all the time.
You do? Yeah, I guess we do.
I
So-
use
that
trash
is-
like that.
Like you're garbage.
Yeah,
You're,
that
You're
idea's
you're
trash.
playing like trash.
you're a garbage person.
Yeah.
that is one
Which
of my
I'm not
favorite phrases.
insulting people who work garbage.
No,
I'm
not
saying
at
no, you
all.
are literally garbage.
You are a garbage
Yeah.
person. That means you're a disgusting.
Your insides are made of garbage.
Yes, and I love that insult.
Yeah.
So rubbish is just European garbage.
Yeah.
I think so. It's just across the pond.
It
Well,
is
hold
a-
on.
I mean, it's kind of a cooler word.
Is it European garbage or European trash?
That is where we'll figure that out right now.
Yeah, because we got to decide what's the difference between trash and garbage.
When I say put something in the trash, what do you think of first?
I
Is
think
it a little
I
canister?
think it's a small bin.
And
If I say
take out the trash, though, it goes to the curb.
then it becomes garbage.
What do you use more, garbage or trash?
Trash,
Um,
right? I feel like all the inside stuff is trash. You know what I mean?
I'm struggling over here.
You
man.
got your trash cans.
it's
You
a
gotta
tra-
take- you
it's-
take
it's a-
out the
it's
trash.
a garbage truck, though. It's not a trash truck.
Exactly. Once it's part of the big package, multiple bags together, that's garbage.
Okay, so garbage is a lot of trash.
It's a lot of trash. Then it becomes
What's inside of a landfill?
garbage. It's a
Okay.
garbage dump. You don't call it the
yeah, it's
trash
not the
heap.
trash dump.
Put that in the trash can. Put that in the garbage can. Which one's bigger?
Exactly. The
Wait,
garbage,
Garbage can's bigger.
the garbage
garbage
can
can
is
is
what
bigger?
is what's outside your
Yeah,
house.
that's the.
It's a trash can
That's the
too,
bin.
though.
The bin's outside.
If you knock over your trash can.
Oh, but that's the small metal ones.
Yeah, exactly.
Interesting.
Very unsafe
you
for
see garbage.
raccoons.
More letters in the word garbage. Bigger amount.
For
Of
sure,
trash.
trash is just a small word. It's a small
Throw it in the
thing.
trash.
Throw
Toss
it in the trash.
Don't put it in the garbage bin.
So trash can become garbage.
Which is why-
But garbage become trash? Can you break it back down?
yeah.
If you separate
Yeah,
it
absolutely.
enough?
put it all in
Go get
little
that out of the
bins.
garbage. Go get that trash out of the garbage.
Yeah, go dig through
You know
the
what I
garbage.
mean?
Right.
That's what you're doing. And think about it this way
Right.
too. When you look at rubbish across the pond and you're like, which one is worse? Look, you could be a trashy person, and that is not nearly as big an insult as being a garbage person. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You're a little trashy. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's a little. You're a
You're a
garbage
piece of
person.
garbage.
You're a piece of garbage.
Still a
Dude,
piece
you
of
are
garbage.
disgusting. Your innards are
Somehow-
like you were
Would you rather be
you were
called garbage or
flown
rubbish?
around in a helicopter.
I'd rather be called rubbish. To me,
Yeah.
rubbish is slightly less dirty than trash and garbage.
For sure, because it's
'Cause-
been cleaned by the English accent.
Yes, yes, it has. What is the difference between a smudge, a stain, and a blotch? I did what you did, Jay.
I mean, that
I
L.
did what you
that
did.
L.
Oh, like Snoop Dogg?
It looked.
Let me just clean off my
Yeah.
screen here.
That looked like a different
A
word.
smudge, a stain, and a blotch. Blotch.
Okay.
Because I would have known the other one. Smudge, stain, blotch.
All right.
A stain is where I'm going to begin here. That is
I was gonna
a
say
dried, permanent marking.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's easy.
A smudge is on glass.
Mm.
It does have to
Or-
be some kind of reflective material.
or
You
reflective
cannot
sur-
get a smudge on this wooden desk.
No,
You couldn't.
cannot
It's
smudge a
impossible.
desk.
I could stain this. I could not smudge this.
Could you? Is there a blotch on it? What's a blotch?
So blotch,
That word's
it's-
real, like a regressive
a
word.
blotch it's a big thing of ink.
It
blotch?
also
Yeah.
so it doesn't have
When your pen is blotchy.
I've said it
yeah,
too many
blotchy.
times.
Blotchy is the real key determiner of figuring out the root of blotch, because when something is blotchy,
this word.
when something
This word is now no longer means anything, and it's so powerful and strong.
when something is blotchy, there's no definitive
Blotch.
there's no definitive edge. You know, like a stain can have like
Right,
a-
yeah.
if
I
it's
think of it with a
blotchy-
rash.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can have
You're
a blotchy
blotchy.
rash.
There's a
Yeah.
bunch of
It's blotchy.
it's kind of like several things together.
Can you
and
have
none
a
of them-
blotchy stain? No.
I don't think so. No,
A smudge is easily removable too.
that's right. You can
Yeah, you
always
can
get
just-
rid of a
yeah, you just
smudge.
wipe
A
it.
stain, by definition, is permanently there.
Right.
Now, what if you remove a stain? Is it still a stain that you removed? I mean, there's stain remover.
I mean, if you can still see it, it's still a stain. It might be faded, but that's a stain.
Yeah, it either exists or it no longer exists.
If you wanted to use one of these words to describe a tattoo, which would it be? A stain?
yeah, it has to be.
But you can have blotchy tattoos. If you
Have
got if you
you-
got a bad artist who can't do good clean lines,
Right,
you get
because
blotchy.
see, that's the issue. It's the
If you
definitive-
react to
the
the ink
definitive edge.
with a rash, that's also blotchy.
yeah, it
Yeah,
would be.
if it doesn't have a defined edge, then it's blot. Then it's a
Have-
blotch.
This is the rabbit hole show. Anyways,
Yeah.
have you seen these tattoos that are done with the ink that is activated and deactivated by 2 waves of light.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I've seen them.
And so you can have
Different
your whole,
light
you
wave
could,
patterns.
You could have your whole arm sleeved up, and if you run like a certain wave light on it, it disappears. And then you run a different wave light on it, and it reactivates.
What is a
it.
wave light?
A light wave, like a different wave of
I
light,
did-
like
so-
a black light
yeah,
versus
think
a
so.
white
Okay,
light.
all right.
But it's what I don't know about it because I haven't looked into it. I just saw a video and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. When you activate it with the certain wave
Yep.
length,
It burns.
is no,
oh, good.
no, but it's like I think about shoes that glow in the dark. Like they get activated, but then eventually
Does it like over
it
time?
It fades out. So does the I would think
It's a
that's
good
how the
question.
tattoo has to respond because it's getting beamed with other light.
What would be funny is you have some regular tattoo, and then you have hidden parts that are like that.
Oh,
so
very
it
nice.
Like you
reacti-
have like a parchment and then you have to
Yes.
unveil it.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, you could do
Or
some
you've
cool
got something
stuff.
you don't want really known, so you do it in like basically what will be invisible ink until
Right.
you go to that Halloween party, and there's like you go in the little scary house, and all of a sudden your arm says what you didn't want it to say because
Oh,
you're under
no.
a black light.
Or you cover your entire body with the Declaration of Independence, and then when you're laying on the slab and the light goes on when you're dead,
Then
it
people
reveals
can
the map.
Find the treasure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This show is a morning show. And,
we're morning men.
I think
Where
it's,
are you? Where are you, Mike?
I think I'm still in between. Like
All right.
yeah, but
you're,
You're
he's a
welcome to our.
person.
You're welcome to our club.
I can do both. But if I have to make the decision, I guess I would say morning.
You've often
moved over there.
spoken of the porch coffee.
Well, I'm saying like I am now to the point where, yeah, like on the weekend, I'll get up, I have the coffee,
Yeah.
hang out, just relax a little bit. But then I take the house to task. I go get a bunch of crap done.
Yeah.
And I can,
In the morning.
Yes.
Yep.
And
with
it's
the coffee.
It's much harder now at night to be like, all right, let's go get things done.
I'm going to be honest. I'm at the age now where if I could wake up, do
Go
my
back to
do
sleep.
my coffee, sit on the couch, and go back to sleep and redo that in a permanent repeat, I would choose that as my life. There's
That's
nothing
good life.
I like more
That's living.
than 2 cups of coffee in the morning in silence with my kids asleep. All right. Smudge stain blanche. We got that taken care of. We got time for another one before the draft, Al?
Let's do one more.
Do you have a favorite of these 3?
Nah.
Nice.
All right. What is the difference between courage, bravery, and valor? Oh, boy. We are not qualified for this one.
I mean,
Valor's only
Valor's-
in war, right?
yeah, but it's like we
That
have
word is the biggest word.
that
For sure.
we have rewarded and recognized the courage or the bravery.
Valor is post doing
yes,
it.
Yes.
You don't have valor in the moment?
Well, I mean, you do
If you're a
personally,
man of valor, you previously had courage and bravery.
but everyone else needs to know about it.
Yeah, everyone should know about valor. Valor is not something hidden. That's something revealed.
Does anybody, just curious, do you know anybody with valor?
Not one person, man.
I know one person with valor.
And they
Just
were in
one.
a war.
They were in the Marines.
Of
They
course.
were in the Marines.
Oh, I know someone of valor.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too now. I
Yeah.
thought of someone and they were in war.
Yeah. Bravery, courage.
You don't get valor on the basketball court. You know what I mean?
No,
You're not
no.
like because you
There's
can
no valor award for the Hall of Famer that made it through the no.
yeah, you can be brave or
Yes,
courageous
absolutely.
in certain moments, you know, you're in a boxing match.
Can it only be war? Is
To-
there
to-
any other
to
kind of
earn
valor?
valor?
Like if you were the astronaut that went to the moon
Oh,
and came back, do you have valor?
No.
Yeah, you do.
I
No,
don't
you do.
think so. Really?
You think you
Yeah.
have valor?
You do.
Only if you fought an alien. there.
Because your bravery has advanced
civilization.
a civilization. Yeah.
Can you have valor? I guess that starts to ask the question. Let's say there were those like miners that were stuck in the mine. And
The
people,
young people.
Yeah, and they went.
Now, the people who mine, people who mine.
and people went and got them and showed bravery and courage. Do they
Yeah,
afterwards
they do.
have valor?
They do.
Well, I
They
think
could
Mike is giving out valor
I
all
think
willy-nilly.
valor cannot be active. I think it has to be speaking of the past.
Of course.
But I think bravery is active. Courage, active.
Yes.
You're
That's what I'm saying.
doing it.
Valor is a recognizing.
Yes. No, I'm with
So
you.
what's the difference between courage and bravery? Those seem so similar.
Which would you rather have?
Oh, that's a good question.
Would you rather be brave or courageous?
Isn't the phrase like courage is just bravery in the face of danger or
That's
whatever.
I was going to say I would prefer courage. I'd rather be courageous because bravery, I feel like you could kind of slide it into like, oh man, he's brave. He just jumped off of that jump on his bike.
I see what Mike's saying,
Right.
though.
You can't be courage. It's not
Right.
courage to jump off a jump.
Bravery is what's inside you. Courage is what comes out. That's, you know what I mean? Like, you're a brave person, and then you're doing something courageous. You don't say, like, I'm doing something brave.
Yeah, you do.
What?
Doing something brave is
It can span a lot more.
you're doing
than,
like because you can be brave and do when you're like I'm going to do something stupid.
yeah, exactly.
And it's brave.
Yeah, I'm not wearing a helmet today. I'm super brave.
Yeah, because I know it's
But
dumb.
you're not courageous.
I know it's potentially dangerous.
Courageous seems tied to helping somebody.
It does. I think I got there too.
Yeah.
And then
Really?
valor is recognizing courage.
Yeah, but bravery is you can be brave and courageous, right? But you can also just be brave.
Yes,
But anybody that is courageous is also brave.
I
that
think
true?
so. That's how I'm looking at it.
Man, I didn't learn the difference at all.
No,
I-
you got the
check-
valor
check
one
the
though.
tape.
Valor makes complete sense if you want to recognize bravery post.
If you were to
courageous
No,
act.
valor is recognizing courage. Valor is never
I
recognizing
got it.
bravery.
I got the example
All
for
right,
you.
all right.
Jason, today on the show, this amazing podcast that everyone
Yeah.
loves, you showed that you're a brave person because you admitted you're a morning person.
Thank you.
You were brave right here,
Yeah.
right now on the
Yeah,
microphone.
thank
You were
you.
so brave to
Something
admit
you didn't
that.
want to do.
Yeah,
Person you didn't want to
But
be.
you're not a courageous person.
not at all.
No.
No. Okay, I
Unless
get
you use those mornings
I
to
get
go
it now.
save a cat out of a
it.
tree.
No valor for me.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's all right.
Well, none of us, like we
No.
said, we don't even know people with valor.
I think
One
people
guy.
people who have valor, they know other people. Like they get in the club.
The people who have valor don't think they have valor. They
oh,
That's another
'cause they
thing.
too are humble.
They are they're too busy being courageous to worry about having valor.
Yeah.
It's
So
somebody
I
else
can't ever have valor.
because
yeah.
you'd be too worried about it.
Yeah, I'd really want people to know.
Oh gosh. Well, look,
People don't declare their own valor.
No, that is
no.
Yeah,
I do have valor.
Yeah, it's just putting your own award on.
they're very
Yeah.
valorable.
Okay. Well,
Wait,
look,
that one.
Busted.
Yeah.
I think we need to get to this draft because
All right.
I've never
Yay.
never looked forward to something more in my entire life.
The Spitballers Draft.
We are drafting movie titles to best describe a trip to the bathroom. This is kind of like
Are we going 5?
Do we got
12.
time for 5
We
rounds?
got time.
Okay.
We'll give it a go. Mike, you get the first pick to describe a trip to the bathroom with a movie title. Go ahead.
Being in the first pick here is difficult. Because I mean, what I'm
reading my list and already laughing. man.
I've got to set the tone here for the draft.
Yes, you do. It's important.
I know that our lists are going to be very different, but there will certainly be I think a couple
I think
of
there's gonna be
overlaps.
a lot of overlap.
So I'm going to start with that one.
With what one?
With an overlap.
Oh,
With an
okay.
overlap. Sorry, that style of pick. I'm gonna go with The Exorcist,
Okay. All right.
where I have
Yeah, no.
have exorcised the demons.
Yeah.
All right. So
All
The
right.
Exorcist, your first
Okay.
pick. I get it. Jason.
Oh, I'm very excited that this one's here. This was the one I wanted the most that could describe a certain bathroom outing.
Yeah.
And I think it goes well because famous quote from this line is, "I drink your milkshake."
Uh-huh.
Oh, I did not think you would. I didn't think we'd go there. I thought about this for the first
Yeah.
pick.
It was a way better pick. There will be blood. There will be blood.
Dude,
It's the number.
I didn't think you would go there.
It's number 2 on my list.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I.
So you could have set the tone.
Yeah, I misread everything.
Oh yeah.
And
No.
we'll just let that speak for itself.
Oh,
yeah.
for sure, there will be blood.
Been there.
You
All
don't
right.
want to wipe that one and go, "Oh no, it's red."
The Exorcist, There Will Be Blood. I got 2 picks. I'm going to go with number 1 here as Mission Impossible.
Yes.
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
Yes.
Look, we've been there.
yeah.
Oh, sometimes it doesn't work.
And
You're like, please work.
and I
Please.
Impossible.
and I've got to go with this one. It's a great movie. it's not a great time in the bathroom. I'm going with the heat.
All right.
I'm going with heat. Yeah. So there you go. Jason, you are back on the clock.
All right. I'm going to go with this one just because it made me laugh. That's it. It's not a specific one.
That's a good reason.
It's not a specific, like, this is going to be a bloody disaster. It's just what it is.
If all of yours have to do with blood,
Well,
we will
most of them do.
We'll call a doctor.
This one, I was just looking through movies and describe a bathroom trip. Look, this one's cloudy with a chance of meatballs. You know what I mean? It's like, that's success. It's cloudy with a chance of meatballs.
man,
that's my bathroom break.
Oh, that's a good and terrible one. Mike, you are on the clock.
Oh, there's never been a more Spitballers draft than
this
this
is
one.
the best.
Oh man.
Oh man, we need 100 rounds.
I mean, yeah, depending on how much overlap. I've got
I
a
guess
large
we'll have
list.
Honorable mentions. Mike, you are back on the clock. You got 2 picks.
Okay, so there's a term when there's fighting going on and someone who's not involved in the fight, unfortunately they get hurt. There is a name for that, and so with my pick number 2, I'm going with collateral damage.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Do not go in there.
Yeah, collateral damage is good.
Sometimes people who are not involved in my bathroom trip, they are affected by it.
Yes. No, and
in a very
that's a good
negative way.
Arnold
Collateral damage. That's good.
Arnold Schwarzenegger movie.
And this oh man, what do I go with for the next one? So this one, it just makes me laugh as well. I think it was directed by Rob Zombie, if I'm not mistaken here. I'm going with House of 1,000 Corpses.
What?
Oh,
What does that mean?
oh, you know what that means.
No one knows what it means, but it's provocative.
Okay.
Okay. All
That's
right.
a bad bathroom trip, man.
Jason, cloudy with a chance of meatballs was your last pick. You frightening man.
Yeah, There Will Be Blood was my first.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
just going right down my
Yeah,
list.
I
Number
love it.
1, number
Okay.
2, my number 3, a Jodie Foster classic, Panic Room.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty good.
Sometimes it's like
Dude, I was like, Contact?
Yeah.
almost every movie works, people. Just so you know, just name a movie.
Almost every movie works.
It can work. But Panic Room, that describes a specific trip to the
Yeah.
bathroom. And let me tell you, I had this situation. Okay, story time real quick.
Oh,
Let's go.
Why not? We got time.
My children are learning to drive.
Uh-huh.
I'm taking them. They drive me now where we go. We went to the PetSmart. My son was driving me. We get to PetSmart. He got a beta fish at a white elephant gift exchange, which is
Who does that?
It's hysterical, and we're the family to take it because we find it funny enough. That's an awesomely bad gift.
Yeah.
This
You
is
gotta
a
go-
living thing.
Yeah, what are your choices now?
So I went to PetSmart. We're buying a tank and food and all that stuff, and we're in line to check out, and I'm like, I've got problems. I've got to take a dump right now. And so I'm starting sweating, and we're at PetSmart.
Oh.
And I'm like, I should drive. And I'm thinking this in my head. I'm not saying this.
Well, not bad
to
enough that you were
Jay.
going to unload at PetSmart?
No.
You didn't know
I
that was an
don't.
option?
Think about it.
I don't do public
he's removed
restrooms.
public pooping from
Okay.
his repertoire.
And this is 10 minutes from my house. This is not far. So I'm thinking, okay, I should
10
drive.
minutes?
Yeah, no.
That's infinity.
Well, but sometimes it comes in waves, and I thought it would be okay.
Oh.
It felt like it was going to be okay. So because it felt like it was going to be okay again,
Ride
I let
the
him
wave.
drive us home.
Oh, don't drive fast, son, but drive fast.
Okay. This was over a week ago now. And, dude, I'm at the end of this trip. I'm telling him at the beginning, you need to go a little faster. You didn't,
We're gonna teach you about
you need to make this
certain
light.
kind of
No,
drive.
go. You got a little faster. You got to go faster, Jay. You got to. No, I'm telling you, you got to go faster. About halfway through the drive, I let him know, like, I'm gonna crap in your car, man. You better get me home, or I'm taking a dump in your car right now. When we're near the end, and I've got a gated entrance, and so
Oh, you gotta put the code in.
no, I'm like, Jay, you gotta go! You gotta go fast! He's like, turn now! I'm screaming at him. He's like Tokyo drifting into this thing as this new driver trying to figure it out. And he was traumatized. He has not driven once since.
I don't
I've asked him
blame
to
him.
drive so many times. He's like, no. I have literally scarred him from driving right now because
You made it though.
I ran. So that is my shout out to Jodie Foster in the panic room.
Oh, dude. Did you see what just happened with a delivery driver? Have you seen this yet?
No.
A delivery driver, Amazon or something, UPS, whatever. They get out. He comes with the package. He rings the doorbell really, really fast. The lady answers the door. He bursts into the home and he starts, and it's all on video, and he starts screaming, my pants. I gotta go. I got diarrhea. I gotta go. And you hear this woman screaming, get out of my house. You're scaring my kids. Get out of my house. He's like, no, I can't. I gotta go to the bathroom. Please save me. Help me. And he's like crying. And she kicks him out of the house.
Oh, Mo, you take a dump on that porch. You say, I tried to help you.
But I mean, at the same time, you can't break into a person's house
Yeah,
and
you
poop.
can't do that.
Oh, man, what do you do?
All right, Panic Room was your pick.
Oh my gosh.
I got 2 picks here. I'm going to go with the first one, The Longest Yard.
I like it. I'm always proud of those ones.
Well, there's also another version because I'm going to tandem these. The Big Short.
Oh,
Okay.
The Longest Yard and The Big Short. You got variety.
Yeah, the Big
It's
Short's
big.
sometimes hard to get out.
It's big. It's little.
All right.
All right.
Okay, so I'm back on the clock.
Uh-huh.
Dude, I'm just taking a classic movie my kids love. Wreck-It Ralph.
Yeah,
Just-
yeah. It was
Yeah,
on my list.
And then I'm going to wreck it,
Yes,
which I have said as in that voice before going into a bathroom before.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Mike
Okay.
has The Exorcist, Collateral Damage,
Yeah.
and House of 1,000 Corpses.
We haven't even
That
used
is the
half
mikiest,
of my list.
That's the mikiest pick ever.
All right.
2 picks. Round us out. We'll go 5 rounds.
I can't wait for the leftovers. Just reading the list. That's going to be even better than the picks.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm trying to just. Oh no! I now I don't remember which actor was in this one.
Paddington 2.
No. Nice. No, when we've all been there when this is happening, I'm going with A River Runs Through It.
Oh, okay, that's
Yes.
wonderful.
That's
It's Brad
really
Pitt.
good.
It's
Brad
I was
Pitt.
searching up Kevin Bacon, but he
Nope.
was in The River Wild.
Also works.
The River
Also
Wild
works.
certainly works. Most movie titles
Almost
do.
everything works.
I'm going with The River Runs Through It, and for the next one,
Round us out.
one of the what are we? We're going 5 though, right?
Yeah, this is your last pick.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, you've got 4 picks. Make it good.
All right. We're gonna stick with it. I'm gonna go with Pompeii.
Okay. All right. There's a lot of
Oh, my gosh.
there's a lot of natural disaster movies that would fit, like Deep Impact and Armageddon.
Yeah.
We'll go Pompeii.
Oh, my
Volcano.
gosh. Guys, I can't. How can you possibly pick a final one here?
It's impossible.
I mean, I can't wait for the leftovers. We are just going to run through these names, and you're going to love it. I'm going to go for my final pick. Oh, man. Am I? Oh, I'm between 3. I'm going to go The Green Mile. Look, sometimes we're a little unhealthy.
No, sometimes you eat too much kale.
Yeah, whatever it is. Maybe we're too healthy, but, you know.
Oh, if there's something worse than The Longest Yard,
Oh.
it's The Green Mile,
Yeah,
baby.
Yeah.
When you have too many.
So what you
green
got? There Will Be
smoothies.
Blood and The Green Mile. You got.
Mhm.
You do know your colors.
All
Okay.
in the panic room.
Well, look, I'm going to go with a more recent Oscar-winning movie
Oh.
to finish my list. Everything, Everywhere, All at Once.
Nice. Very, very nice.
Oh, unless you want to go round 6. No,
I
we'll
mean,
just go through our
genuinely, I
list.
could go forever. I've got so many.
Mike has There Will Be Blood, Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
No, this is
or
Jason.
Jason does. Panic Room, Wreck-It Ralph, and The Green Mile. I have Mission Impossible, Heat, The Longest Yard, The Big Short, and Everything Everywhere All at Once. Mike has The Exorcist, Collateral Damage, House of 1,000 Corpses, A River Runs Through It in Pompeii.
Pompeii.
Here's my list of unsaid names. 127 Hours.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
The Perfect Storm.
Yeah.
I had that one.
Inside Out.
Oh,
I like
nice.
that.
Scream.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them.
That was that was the one I was between.
Yes.
There were 3.
Yeah.
It was the Green Mile, and highest
man.
on my list was Fantastic Beasts.
Yes, that one was so close
Oh,
to being my
man.
last one. And then the final one I have here is The Purge.
I got the Purge on there
that
too.
Makes a lot of sense. Mine,
Yeah, give
I've
me
got
your list.
Armageddon,
Mm-hmm.
Man on Fire,
Oh, yeah.
Black Swan,
What?
Free Willy,
Did you not take that one?
Crimson Tide, but I already had There Will Be Blood,
Free Willy is
Deep Impact,
is a home run, man.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
The Texas Chainsaw Massacre,
Okay.
The Fifth Element,
What?
and The Peanut Butter Falcon. Dude,
That's
I
a
love
great
it.
movie.
Oh,
Go watch that movie.
Free Willy that you missed
Free
out.
Willy was a home run. Mike, what do you got
I
left?
got Swamp Thing,
Something.
The Hateful Eight,
Oh.
Bad Times at the El Royale,
Oh, my
That's a good one.
gosh.
From Dusk Till Dawn,
I love that.
and Misery.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, Misery. Anything from Deucer's Alley over there that you had thought about for this one?
You got mine.
All
Okay.
right.
Cool Runnings. I don't know.
Cool. Yeah.
You dead, Mon?
The Runnings
Yeah,
for
man.
sure. That was good.
What did we learn today?
I learned I'm a morning person.
Yeah, I guess I learned that that some of these limousines, chop them in half, build out the middle. You got a limo
Yeah, and part of building that is with the chassis.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
with the chassis. All right. Thank you to Al Borland,
Oh, man.
all the Deucers and Deucers Alley. Thank you to you, the listener, for tuning in to the Spitballers podcast each and every week. Please tell your friends. We'll
Goodbye.
do this again.
Thanks for listening to the Spitballers podcast. To see what other nonsense the guys are up to, check out SpitballersPod.com.